Hey, welcome back everybody to Planet Crafter. So I've done a little work since last we were together, and like I said, I started going for an aesthetic look for my base and my base location near the water. I know once the vegetation starts growing up, we get trees and the water gets clear and all that. It's going to be beautiful in this location. However, I don't think it's practical for Endgame. What I'm thinking is this area right here. Now, hear me out. I think a main big building about right here, that'll be the central building, and that will be all the storage and probably the command center with all our screens and all of that stuff on the base level. Easy access. Later, when we get like drones and we get fully automated and we get tier 2 lockers, we can go ahead and put some drop chests in, and we can just drop our stuff as we come back from raids, and the drones can just put it all away. But in the meantime, this is going to be easy access for us. Now, on the top, on the second level, we're going to go ahead and add all our auto crafters, and they're going to be able to access all of those lockers underneath so that we can set everything to fully automation. That's going to be a lot easier. Now, because of how the way I got this like this, maybe we'll raise these up in the future, but I'm going to put everything back in zones, like our butterflies, tree bark, anything like that, any of those domes or anything production like that, farms, grow beds, all of that stuff we're going to put up over there where we're going to grow our food and all of that. We can process water over here. We can also have a water collector, but we can do the water over here that we can process. And then we'll have power room until we can get outdoor power, which I just unlocked, honestly. As you guys can see, I got 2 of the tier 1 nuclear reactors down there, but I'm for all of this, because the next part of what we're going to be doing today is terraforming everything. As you can see, we're just over 5 MTI. The numbers are looking okay. Biomass is really hurting here. Oxygen production, not doing very well. And as far as resources, I have access to a ton, as it rains, of uranium, which is all right here. However, I do have the tier 2 solar panel unlocked. So I thought we can use this new toxic goo storage. We can go see about if I actually have plastics. Let's go see if we can actually do that. See how this walking back and forth, this is just impractical. Well, let's see, what do we need? Okay, so we got the stuff to make. Here are 2 water collector, very cool. What does that need? Tungsten. We haven't found tungsten yet, and I think I have a purification gel, but that is back at the north base. And I don't really want to go back there right now. So we'll work that out. We'll find some tungsten. And then the last part of this, I want to do some exploration. Maybe look for resources. I want to start finding iridium, tungsten, osmium. I want to start locating some of these resources immediately. We're probably going to need to clean up some areas to do it. So let's do that. And I grabbed too much microplastic. That was my issue. Okay. So I need another one of those. So that's going to give us that. Okay, so let's go. So we're going to head over here to the train station. And right next door is all those tier 2 solar panels. Now, we're going to have to clean this area up. It's about 22 toxic goo that we need to go ahead and clean. So we'll just do that real quick. And then we'll set down a little temporary solar farm. This is going to bump up our power pretty good because my power is lacking. I think it was like 156 kilowatts, just not enough. Well, let's go ahead and put a temporary storage right here. Okay, fine. That right there. One of these, I need a piece of iron. Hey, right here. How about that? We'll put that right on the side here. Now we can go ahead and put this right on there. And this thing right here, look at all of that storage, bro. That is pretty fantastic. You know, and then later, once you get automation, we can just set this to supply everything, and it'll just go ahead and supply it. I got some food, I got some water, got an extra piece of silicone that I'm not going to need, so we'll just drop that on the ground, and we're just going to go ahead. Oh yeah, another one of the updates is this area finally gets night, as you guys can see, but I got a small light here. Plus, we got to update some of our tools and everything, so we got a lot to do, so let's just dive into this. Nice. Okay, so this area is clear. Looks like we got some down here. I could probably use a bomb on this. I'm not too worried about saving the bombs. I know later on we'll be able to unlock bomb crafting, so. All right, let's go around the backside here. I'm just gonna take all these apart and put them all back together. Makes sense to me, man. Use them, and then later on when we don't need these anymore, we can come by and just scrap them for the resources. But in the meantime, that's free power, baby. And power in this game is global, so we don't have to have it attached to our base or anything. We can build power wherever the hell we want to build it. Okay, so need 5 more. Doesn't look like it's here. So, here we go. Oh, look at that. These are the last 2. And done. Wow. We got servers to break down later once we get the tier 2 deconstruct chip, which we have the tier 1 right now. Yeah, there's 3. There's 6. That's beautiful. All right, some super alloy. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, I'll take some of this. I don't actually want that. Take the beans for our bed, and everything else can kind of chill. So look, give me a minute. Actually, I could just probably throw this right there. I can throw these up in there. This, just like that. Oh, look at that. All right. And honestly, that looks cool, man. Look at that goo in there. That looks gross, bro. Nice. All right, so let's get busy. We got a lot of these things to break down and put back together, so. All right. So we have redone them. As you can see, they're all turned over, and I got a couple over there as well, but that's fine. We're going to grab this stuff here, and we're going to go back. Yeah, we're back at base. Let's go ahead and take a look at our power now. Oh, yeah. So I was about at 156 kilowatts left to use, but just using what was available, I now have unavailable 1,716 kilowatts of power available. Look at that, 91 tier 2 solar panels. I don't remember doing 91. This is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so next thing I want to do is look at these blueprint screens. So we just unlocked the tier 5 backpack. The vehicle station is next, and I kind of want to look to see where the interior stairs at 880 MTI. We're far away from that. We're at 12% global planet purification. We need to ramp these numbers up. Go over here and get something to drink. And we need to get thing rocking. Okay. Go ahead and sort that. Now, I did think about putting the auto crafter on top here, like right in the middle, and just shooting over like a nice 3-room, basically, over these 2. But I think that flat open area is going to be our absolute best chance to do that. I got a little bit of iron here. I kind of want to just go map it out just a little bit. Go ahead and put that in there. So oxygen is really lacking right now, and so is biomass. So upgrade to the tier 2 toxic water collectors if we find some tungsten. Don't really have that. I have these. So how do I want to really bump this up the most? I could put some veggie tubes down because, let's see. I do have 3 here, and I have a grass spreader. But let's take a look. Which one's going to give us the most bang for our buck? So the tier 3 lets out 13 oxygen. This is oxygen and plants. This doesn't give us anything but oxygen. So we're going to want to go with these. So let's go ahead and Let's see, aluminum and magnesium. I need bottles of water. Aluminum, magnesium, and I have some seeds here. Oh, we do have can do an atmosphere purifier. We'll do a tier 2. Magnesium, so let's do a couple of those. All right. Get some of this going. This is all temporary. We'll move this later. Let's see, Lerma. I know I have Lerma. It's just not here. There we go. 2 Lermas. And I'm still kind of staying away from a lot of the chests, like in that train that's falling down right there where we came in, because loot progresses in the chest. So a lot of this stuff is going to be useful mid to later game. And as far as really late game items, I mean, yes, I should probably wait, but nah. Because we'll have things like the portal that we're going to be able to go ahead and use. So, all right. So let's see. And then there's another thing. We can also work on more heat. Heat is pretty lacking there, and so is pressure. So we can go ahead and put a couple tier 2 drills, and if I can find iridium, I can get some more heaters. But we can do a couple drills in the meantime. This only takes about 8.5 energy, so we'll throw a couple of those down and really start pumping that out. Might as well do the last 2. All right, so we'll just throw this one right next to it. This one right next to that. That should help with oxygen and some biomass. We got the 600% right here. That's giving us, 600%. This is giving us 400, and this is giving us a 400%. So not bad. Okay, so let's take a look at our numbers. Okay, biomass is beefed up a lot more. Purification is running better because of biomass. We got pressure cranking a little bit. Heat's cranking a little bit. So let's work on pressure, and then we'll work on purification as well. So we're going to need plastics first and foremost. So let's take a look. It's over here. Toxin and microplastics. So if I have 2 gels, I need 4 of those. There we go. More microplastics. Very awesome. We can put this toxin away where it belongs. That away, and this where it goes, sorted out so it looks neat. Okay, so then we just need our 2 purification gels. There we go for that. Let's go ahead and put it behind the base here near these. There we go. That shall help purification. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, look at that number right there. All right. That's bumped it up. There's 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And then we just need 6 pieces of iron. They're left all back over here. Just a regular storm. All right. Pop off our oxygen here. Now, it doesn't matter where I put these initially because I'm going to be updating the drill up to a tier 5 eventually anyways, so we'll find a permanent base for it then. But in the meantime, this is really going to help us out. So let's go ahead, utilize that power we just stole. There we go. So that should be going good. And if I get 2 more aluminum, 2 more titanium, we can do some more. There might be some aluminum broke down over here. If I can find some. I don't see. Yes, right here. Awesome. Okay, so what do we got? We got 4 pieces. Cool. So I can actually do 2 more. So if I get 4 pieces of titanium, then we can just go from there. There we go. So we got 5 drills going. We're going to go up here and top off our oxygen real quick. Take a look at what we can do. I don't really think I have much in the way of iridium, honestly. Not really. Take all of that. Get rid of this, put this over here, and then I break that down, get the iron from that. We got goo here, got some fabric. Okay, so I really want to get heat going, but I just don't have that iridium rod. We need to find iridium, and I don't know where to look. Well, we need every resource, so let's go back, kind of map out a generalized area of what we're going to do. And we'll go from there. So we don't have access to the satellite, GPS, and all of that stuff yet. We can't really find out where the resources are. Let's see. Pressure is... Oh, yeah. See, that's doing so much better. We need to bump that heat up. Biomass is already looking better. Oxygen production. Once we get access to trees and stuff like that, we're going to work on that pretty good. But we're already up to 6.29, 6.3 there. MTI, so that's pretty good. And we're 26% to vegetation renewal, so that is looking pretty awesome. Drink some water. Go. We'll jump in here and top off our oxygen. So let's go all the way over here. We got a bit of a bump here. And what I like to do, especially with foundations, is find the highest point, which I think is about here. So if we go ahead and put a foundation low, as we go out, right, it should level out pretty good, as you can see. That's what I like. We're going to be doing a 3x3, so it's going to be about here. So that means I'll just use that as an example. We want to do this a little bit higher. That's about where I can do it. And let's see, 3x3 room. Once we unlock that, would be boom, boom. Maybe 2 3x3 rooms. But finding the high point is key for me. Just kind of, I'll leave that open, doesn't matter. So this would be the size of the first room. And then we'll add one on. Is this a normal storm? It is. Okay. And we can add it on again. And I say we go this way. Well, let's go 1. Okay, so that's 3 out. And I have to have mine on foundations. I don't know about you guys, but I have to have mine on foundation. So there we go. This would be the main hub, this area right here. 2 3x3 rooms back to back. That's a nice, big, solid storage area. Now we'll have the locker storage, the large container, but eventually we're going to get to the tier 2 storage, and that's going to open up a lot more storage. And then, like I said, up above, up on the second floor, we'll have 1 3x3 room. Maybe we'll add on to it, but it should be about in the middle. So figure probably like this. We got the biolab. We should probably build that. And oh, oxygen. Oxygen. Uh-oh. No. I'm right here. Oh my God. That was quick. I don't know. We'll play with it at that point, but that's basically kind of the layout that I'm going for. And then we'll have zones from there. Like over here, we'll have plant production, farms, all of that. So we'll be doing all the growing. We'll have bark and all of that stuff. Let's see. We just unlocked the lab. Osmium. See, now we need to find stuff. This is what we need to do. I kind of don't want to use the regular water bottles, I'll be honest. I kind of want to use these purified waters because these are a little bit more hard to come by. Go ahead and eat some of that space food. Drink some of that water. I'll put some food in there. 1, 2, 3, 2, and we just need a silicone, and we'll have a little travel living compartment, a living compartment door for a little mobile oxygen till we can unlock some more stuff. But in the meantime, also unlock this iridium. See, now this is why we need to find resources. I need to know where they are. Plus, I can't really work on the heat. I don't want to really go into a tier 2 heater when I can do the tier 3. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at on that. And let's see where we're at on power. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay. Okay. So I say at this point, that's what we need to do because we're pretty much pigeonholed into doing stuff like that. I don't know where to go, so I thought maybe we'd just go in this direction. We have, that's the solar farm. So let's go this way. There's a big something over here. Oh, yeah. Look at this damn place. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Let's see. How much is it? Only 9. Okay. Drop this and this. Okay. We'll drop a foundation right there. And then if I get, I don't have any plastic polymers, so whatever. I don't care right now. One of the update was that you could pick that stuff up, so we'll leave that there. All right. We'll save our game just in case it crashes. Oh, there's iridium. Eggplant. Drink that. Take the microplastic. Nice. And then there's some here. So is this... This is weird. I don't have the toxic meter on this. And I'm not ticking down. Oh, I am now. So there's only 13. So we can clean this area up too. Because, wait a minute. Okay, so there's a whole bunch in here. Oh. There is stuff in here. I want that. Is this cleaned up? I guess it is. Oh. Purification multiplier. Beautiful. There's some tungsten. A little uranium. Drink that. And we'll leave the rest. Drop some of that in there. And I'll drop the rest of this. About over here. What is this? $12. Alright. Let's make a compartment real quick. There's my silicone. I just need 1 titanium. Oh. Oh, oh, that's osmium. Oh, yeah, baby. All right. Put something right here. Bam. Now the beacon. I have aluminum, so I just need titanium and silicone. So let's go ahead and throw a storage locker in here. Change the color. Yeah, blue will work, but we're going to do a real deep blue, so that lets me know color of osmium. I'm going to go back a little bit. Yeah, that'll work. That's pretty cool. That's not too far away. See if I can find a little bit more iron. I can get a little bit more storage. All right. I think I'm pretty good. Oh, we're going to put some of this water away, and I'll just keep these. Let's go in here. I'm going to grab as much of this as I can. And I wonder if I can set up like an osmium mine here, or if there's going to be another place to mine. But in the meantime, it just comes out the other side. Thing here I can break down. Nope, but there is a mushroom I can take. Toxic spores. Okay. Hey, purification gel. We're at 7.2 MTI already. That's pretty wild. Look at that, man. We got 14 pieces of osmium out of that. That's all right. All right. So we got this area as well. And this is only 12, so we can clean this up as well. Okay, so that's 7. Make this. What do I need? Plastics. I don't really feel like going back to make plastic right now, polymers, so we're not going to do that, at least at the moment. Oh, yeah. Okay. Plus a purification multiplier fuse. That's pretty good. Now, I don't have access to what I need to put it into, but I will. I don't want to start hitting like the real big buildings like that dome and stuff. And I think there's a number of other areas that we have yet to discover until we have a much higher level. Got one of those and a chest. And we'll drink one of those. Got the bottle of water, fertilizer. Very nice. And we'll take the squash and iridium. Yes, we want that as well. We're going to find these last 2 pieces. I just can't find it. I'm going to go back. That osmium find. Wow, that was fantastic. All right, so, and I'm full there. We can put some more here. Drop that on the ground. That. I don't think I'm going to need that capsule. That food away. We'll take a little water with us. Save our game here. And it's got to be up here. Yep, there it is. All right. That was one at least. Food, water, uranium. Take that aluminum. Microplastics aren't really important. I can make those really easy. There it is. All right, and then we just break that down for some more super alloy. So that's good. All right. Well, this was cool. Saw another tree. We might want to just check that out. But first, let's go ahead and take all the good stuff back home. And I'll leave that marked later on when I get the tier 2 miner. I can come here and see if that's possible to mine. But in the meantime, I'm happy with this. So you got that giant tree right there. Like, look at that thing. Let's go over here. Oh, let's go over here. Wait a minute. What is this? The hell is this? Oh, this was that osmium. Okay. The other side of it. Got it. Like, how much is this? 23. This is totally easy to do. We can totally do this. Everything's kind of chaotic right now, but I'm really not worried about it. Okay, so... yeah, I think I have enough. Let's see. Cool. Okay, so we need this to set on something. Indoors. We'll just put that right there. So that'll help our process of heat. Okay. Much better. Just about at 8 MTI, 60% to vegetation renewal. Not bad at all. We have everything we need for the biolab. We should definitely do that. Science lab allows you to craft bio recipes. All right, we'll wait on that. It's not going to give us any benefits right now, and I don't need to craft fertilizer and things like that at the moment, but we do have what we need for it, so that's a good thing. So let's go back. That looks awesome. Look at that green glow. So we're going to be over here. I should have brought some microplastics. Oh, well. That way I could set up one of those goo storage, but whatever. So let's get that. Let's move it over here a lot closer. Pop off our oxygen. And let's start cleaning this place up. Now, in the way of resources, now we could do a lot more for terraforming, but I just don't have the resources, and this is very early game, so we're going to do everything we can to start bumping that needle up. Anything over here? No, it goes down, but does it go up? Oh. Sure does. Oh. Oh, pristine mushroom. Well, that's easy. Take that. Take the iridium and the aluminum. Chlorine dioxide is really easy to do. We're going to take a drink of our drink. Is there anything else? Anything up there? I don't see any. We're getting about 6 more. All right, let's go dump. Top off our oxygen. It's getting pretty low. Go ahead and shift click that in there. All right, cool. Wait a minute, what is something there? All right, that's it. It's clear. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, hey, more osmium. Cool. A little water there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna grab all this osmium. Oh, I found the osmium area, guys. Holy cow. Oh yeah. Plus what we got already. This is fantastic. I find iridium like this. This would be amazing. That's suspicious. Oh. Whoa. Hello. All right, hold on. I'm about to run out of oxygen. We're going to need to be ready for this. So, first things first. I got the tier 5. What backpack? I have tier 4. Dude, I can totally do this. Just 3 super alloy and a titanium. Oh my God, look at all of this. I don't have room. I don't have enough room for my osmium. It's a good problem to have. All right, so let's throw in a new locker then. Label this osmium. I think that's how you spell it. Okay, look at that. We went from no osmium and not knowing where it is to almost a full large locker full of it. So that's pretty good. Okay, so and then I think it was aluminum. And I don't remember what it was. Titanium. Go ahead and update that. Added a whole other row right there. Okay, so let's just recap everything that I have. I have 6 oxygen capsules. I have a space food and 3 water. We're going to save our game right here. We're going to go check this place out. All right, this is cool, man. I'm pretty excited about this. Down, down, down. Yeah. Suspicious. Well, you can kind of see how it slopes down is why I thought it was suspicious. Is there any, like... No, there's no golden chest I didn't see. But this glow leads me to believe that there's some goodies here. That purple glow. Okay, we got a chest. Not a lot of good stuff in here. I think I'm going to refrain from the chests for a while. I'm not finding anything useful anymore. So... Take that. I know I said I was going to, but... What is that? 100 MPU purification, and there is a room in there. Okay, well, we're gonna have to come back, I guess. Let's take a look at what we're doing. Okay, we're about 84% to vegetation renewal. We're at 9.2 MTI. Things are kind of climbing, but I really, really need to find iridium so I can start upping my heat production. Vehicle station is unlocked. I think in the next episode, we're going to go ahead and unlock that vehicle station and see what we can do there. There's the machine optimizer. And the tier 4 heater at 63, that's far away. So that tier 3 heater is all we're going to be able to use. And it's going to need a iridium anyways. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. Probably update everything that we have to tier 2 toxic water collectors. Once I get another tungsten, I can replace both of them, both tier 1s with tier 2s, so we can start doing that. Gives us more purification. This is 1 purification for the tier 1, and this is 15, so obvious choice right here. Very nice. We made a lot of progress, but we have a long way to go. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to call it here. I think in the next episode, we're going to go this way looking for iridium. But if you guys know where I might be able to look for some down here in this map, hey, drop it down in the comments. That would be greatly appreciated. I'm not looking up any guides or anything, but I will take tips from the community. You guys let me know, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.